Pod leader.
Working models who are working.
Captions crunch.
Pod leader.
Conspiracy theory. Top model math.
Pod leader.
That's not very elder.
Too tall. Too small.
So nice to wear.
I guess.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to a very special bonus episode of Pod Leadum, aka Top Model Podcast, spelled backwards. My name is Hannah Jane Ginsburg, and once again, you've done an amazing job scouring the U.S.
I'm JW Crump, and I totally want a banana, but also I was wondering if I could talk to you for a minute about Jesus Christ.
And from the creative mind of Tyra Banks, a jewel from the bankable vault, I'm Alexander Price.
You're switching that up for a bonus episode. I love it.
It flowed better.
We are here today discussing the Cycle 12 reunion episode, Cycle 12 finale party, as it's referred to at one
Sometimes
point.
graduation party?
Oh, sometimes graduation party, very themedly graduation party.
Spoiler alert, most of the contestants of Cycle 12 are reunioning in this episode of The Tire Show.
Yeah.
But before we get into that, I want to thank our Anchor.fm sponsors, the Leadum Pod. Please welcome to the Leadum Pod, Rachel and Brody.
Ooh, very Gossip Girl names. They're the most likely to be on Gossip Girl.
And if you're most likely to be on Gossip Girl, feel free to become a Anchor.fm Pod Leadum sponsor.
Yeah, take some of your headband budget and just slide it over to Anchor.fm.
Absolutely.
And you can even just click that button in the episode description.
And another thing you can do, and we're going to read out a couple, because this episode might be shorter, but also based on my notes, might be 12 times as long. So we've been getting a lot of emails lately. I wanted to read through a bunch. So we're going to read 4. This one's from Anne Louise. Subject, Tire Mail. Hey, y'all. I discovered your podcast this summer, and I've been playing it absolutely nonstop. You've become my security blanket that makes me feel like the world will be okay after all. It was a rough year. I've convinced my best friend to listen to Pod Leadum, which, by the way, I misread as Poodle Dom constantly. And I have decided that's your leather-clad poodle mascot.
Ooh.
I like it. Even though she isn't into America's Next Top Model, and she's hooked too. You 3 bring so much joy into my life, and I'm completely dreading getting through the back catalog and into the world where I will have to wait an entire week for a new episode. I just got through Cycle 8, and I'm reaching out in particular to thank you for your defense of regional accents. The show, and particularly Tyra's treatment of Danny's accent, was horribly disrespectful and dismissive, and then it's almost worse with the mess that is Natasha in Australia. I'm a professional speech and dialect coach, and I teach those subjects at a conservatory drama school. It makes me really angry when people discriminate against regional accents as if they can never be understood. If that were true, we would never use regional accents in theater, TV, or film. Diversity in accents should be celebrated and cultivated, not shamed. As an expert in this field, let me state, one can be clear in any accent. And she goes on to say some more wonderful things. Stay good, stay round, Anne Louise.
Snaps.
Thank you, Anne Louise. And don't feel bad. A friend of ours constantly calls it Pod Leadum all the time.
Oh, to my face, and I've just stopped correcting.
Yep.
I've just stopped correcting because I don't know if they're making a joke. Yeah.
It's our European cousin who pretends to be us.
This next one's from...
Princess Switch.
Yes, exactly. Thank you.
She was 3 people in that sequel. All right.
Not a good accent between them.
This next one's from Kylie. And the subject, this falls under the category of general musings. Aww. Hello, lovely people. You know what? You know that feeling when you love something and don't want it to be over? That's how I feel about Pod Leadum. I wait as long as possible to listen to the newest ep so I can look forward to it and not languish between releases. I usually make it to Friday. Anyway, I have some pod thoughts I wanted to share with the team.
Pod thoughts.
TM.
I already messaged Hannah on Instagram about this, but I thought everyone could appreciate that I'm a bridesmaid in an upcoming middle-of-nowhere wedding. My cousin's family is from, wait for it, Cynthiana, Kentucky.
Wow.
I'm refusing to let go of hope that Celia is a relative on the groom's side. If so, I will report on outfits immediately. And as Hannah pointed out, if only Celia could have been the one to pick the bridesmaids' dresses.
Right?
Speaking of weddings, as far as I know, this hasn't come up in any Cycle 11 discussions, but my single favorite thing about this season is the lasting friendship of Sheena and McKee.
Oh.
Sheena was a bridesmaid in her whimsically themed wedding.
Was it metal?
Well, you know it's Renaissance.
Fairies and metal.
Yep, and punching.
I was gonna say just a wrestling wedding.
Oh, that'd be hot. All right. Their closeness wasn't evident on the show, at least to me, but I think it's adorable that it's continued on. I I agree. I don't think we saw that friendship a
No.
lot.
Because we can't see Sheena be done in a good light.
Yeah,
and,
Which is Sheena all the time, so we just can't see Sheena.
and McKee is there, but quiet. So
And
They will give us 5 full minutes of McKee wrestling a bush.
pillow.
and get ready for this. This is completely random, but please accompany me on this flashback, a CP jolt, if you will. In 2008, 3 friends and I were at Six Flags Great Adventure when we ran into one Jay Manuel. He was solo, but accompanied by a VIP tour guide.
For sure.
He was gracious, but said he doesn't allow fan photos, which I totally understand. I remember thinking he was just as tan, shiny, and bleached in person as his television appearances would lead one to believe. That's my Tyra 2+1 list. Thanks for your work. Your chemistry and content are amazing. I love what you all bring to the table, and it's a joy to join you every week, Kylie.
I'm sorry, we can't leave this too quickly. So Jay Manuel, on a random day off, went to Six Flags Great Adventure
Alone.
by himself.
But with a VIP tour guide.
Did he call ahead?
I
Did
mean,
he get
well,
recognized?
what does that even
So,
mean
I
for
know
Six
the
Flags?
process. I don't know for Six Flags what that would be. At Disneyland, the VIP guides are called plaids because they wear the ugliest outfits in the park because they're plaid like vests or whatever. And that you can just go and like check in at City Hall or whatever, and you're like, I'm famous. Give me a plaid.
And they just believe you?
Yeah, usually.
Yeah.
I mean, we have 250,000 listens now, so I feel like I could get a plaid. Okay, this is a good short one. This is from Michael. Subject: bird photos were photoshopped. I think the reason why you couldn't figure out the setting of Tiana's bird picture is because she was clearly photoshopped into the nest. It also happened with Celia and Amina. The way their hands, feet, and limbs were cut off at the margins of the nest made it pretty obvious. Allison's photo seems to be the only original one. Maybe they wanted to translate the success of that composition to the other photos as well. We talked about how well composed that was.
Yeah.
You even said it was like Tyra's best photo.
Yeah.
Sorry if there are any misspellings. I'm not a native speaker. I live in Germany and just found your lovely podcast.
Oh, Dankeschön.
Yeah, I'd love to jump right back into old memories through your recaps. More of it, please. And then finally, and this is a great transition, this is from Carrie or Kari. Just like Top Model. I don't know.
Or,
Yeah, right.
Are you the one, come a haul?
Exactly.
All-time fave.
Subject, all caps. I want that Smize cream. Except for, of course, the I in Smize cream is not capitalized because Kari knows what's up. Hey guys, love the podcast. You guys are amazing, etc., etc. That's what they typed, which I appreciate.
Because it's time to get down to business.
Yeah. Like as if shoving your compliments aside. I am not great with words and don't know how else to say y'all are my favorite podcast. So that's all I can offer on that front. Mostly, I just want to pop in and see if y'all have listened to or are maybe opened to do another bonus episode on Tyra's new song, I Want That Smize Cream.
Oh.
I'm desperate for your opinion on most things in general, but I'm especially curious to hear what y'all think about this one. It's streaming on, quote, most platforms. R.I.P. Shake Your Body. Regardless of whether you actually review the song, I can't wait to see what the future holds for you guys. I'm literally begging you to make it through ANTM and eventually progress to covering Australia's Next Top Model. It's wild, and they produce some truly incredible models out of it, on top of being ridiculously entertaining. Love you guys in the podcast. Can't wait to see what's in store. And you don't have to wait too long, because right after this, we've got a freezer full of the nationwide release of Smize Cream, and I've already played the song 3 times to myself this morning. It's on Spotify.
It's GW's walk-on music.
Thank you for all the emails, and as always, you can go to our website, podleadem.com, to find the contact form to send us an email, or it's just podleadem@gmail.com. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whichever's easier. I try to make it as easy as possible.
You've got options. Options.
So let's get into the episode.
Let's.
Before we get into the actual episode, did anyone notice the channel name for these
Yes.
episodes on YouTube?
Absolutely.
Allison Harvard 12, just like the Cycle 6 one, was Kim.
You meant Cycle 5, but
I meant
yes.
Cycle 5.
But yes, are these the real models?
Because this was uploaded at that time.
I love the thought of all the contestants getting together and be like, so who is going to upload this to YouTube? Which one of us?
On their group chat?
Yeah. Well, this is like
Nokia.
pre-group chat. This
Oh,
is like in
Sprint
person, like
video
not
phones.
it.
I love the idea that every single top model contestant is on one giant group text thread, and anytime Tyra does something, they're like,
Except for Jade.
She's not there for laughs and humor.
Jade's on it, but she muted it a long time ago.
She's
She's
a
like,
new
oh,
option.
she's like, oh, Ferranda's on this.
She has that new option where you're only alerted when your name is thrown into the conversation. But it's graduation party split into 4 parts. And
At some points, it's graduation party.
yeah.
I would argue just the start.
Well, Tyra comes in hot, literally,
Yikes.
in a cap and gown.
Sure.
Since graduation season is also the start of summer, we're bringing the heat on the Tyra show today, honey.
Means nothing.
It is.
The heat is because she's has multiple layers on.
I'm so excited to get. I live in 2 timelines. One of them is our current timeline, and one of them is the ANTM timeline.
Sure.
And I'm so excited to get to the portion of that timeline where the Tyra show is canceled.
Because it's bad. It's bad
It is.
TV.
It is truly.
Hannah is ripping out her hair right now.
Smooth myself. It is truly a fever dream. It is truly what I think the inside of Tyra's mind looks like.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
This felt like a show where she was very rarely told no.
Yeah. This is her full vision. Completely realized.
I also, okay, y'all disagree if I'm wrong about this, as you should with anything, I suppose. Were the audience members requested to be in like resort wear too? Because there was some
Why?
floppy hats and
Why?
some
There
bikinis.
So many white women in church hats. I didn't
They
appreciate
were
it.
huge hats.
Huge.
Huge.
And not everyone, though. So it seemed like they gave them away.
Oh, I was going to say, conspiracy theory is that
Do-do-do-do.
they were giving out hats to people they wanted to
Why
have
would
on
these-
camera.
Why would these people come to New York in these hats?
Because some of them are also just in business casual.
Oh, yeah.
Like the featured audience members of the episode.
Also, I'm going to say, these audience close-ups aren't too close.
So close.
There's this one woman, you can see her pores. And this was like through that 2009
God,
internet
it's
filter.
So fuzzy.
The problem with this upload is every so often I couldn't tell the platinum short-haired blonde women apart.
No.
You tell me what the difference in a London and Celia picture is. I can't with this filter.
Just little curls.
So after Tyra fails to take off the robe correctly,
Guess someone should have practiced.
we are told that 64 girls.
I'm so glad you heard that too.
I did as well.
What?
Where? Who?
34 was what it should have been.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
But she said 64.
They said that we started with 64 and got down to lucky number 13. And I'm like, when were those extra 30 women? Are they still in Vegas playing craps?
Never left.
Maybe this explains how.
Well, what happens in Vegas literally has to stay in Vegas.
Maybe this explains why Tyra says, like, all the different stories of the girls, like Allison and London. And I was like, what the fuck were Allison and London's stories?
Talia, London, and Allison have amazing stories to tell, apparently.
And I get that maybe once you watch the full reunion, it's like, well, those are 3 people we do get a focus on. But you actively tried not to let London tell her story. She had to tell it to magazines later.
And then she has to tell a fake story.
And in
London's greatest acting talent.
in the process of recapping the cycle, we get so many camera flash effects
Oh
that there
gosh.
should have been a seizure warning.
Yes.
Because they stop and then they start again. Just when you thought you were
Well,
safe.
talk about seizure warning. When Tyra says there was friendship, we only see a video of her hugging Isabella.
I know. Laughter and friendship.
We can't even show Nija as we hear. Like, come on.
Also, the way she words some of the things makes it sound like they're all still in the running towards becoming
absolutely.
America's Next Top Model.
I was like, are they trying to keep the top 3 a secret?
Because this takes place the morning of the finale. So they have to be... So we know the top 3. But they know the other people who are eliminated. And one contestant, who in a second will reveal, was eliminated and never returned.
Maybe the winner of this reunion.
Yeah, truly.
Absolutely.
So Celia, London, and Foe come in.
And this is when you discover, if you're an unsuspecting viewer, that all of these poor women have to walk out in caps and gowns and immediately strip down to bathing suits.
And you might think to yourself, that's really bad. But then they'll get to either put back on the cap and gown or put on normal clothes. And you'd be wrong.
Yeah.
No, it's spring break, not graduation.
Because they have to sit in their swimsuits, which are all bikinis,
and heels.
essentially.
And heels.
Yeah.
Like, sitting in a bathing suit just in general sucks. Doing it on national TV? What?
Especially for the women in the back row who never get to talk. At least let them exit the stage. Except for Natalie, who is shamed by being put in the back row, but still has to talk.
But still has so much story in this reunion.
Isabella, Nija, and Jessica. It's the only time we'll mention the 3 of them.
Isabella's hair looked cute.
Yeah, it did.
I would argue everyone looked pretty good. It is so funny to me that we actually don't even get a camera shot later of Jessica.
No.
She doesn't seem like she exists, because at least you get some background Isabella.
Because she's behind
Nija.
Celia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
The blondes.
Courtney, Natalie, and Talia come in. Courtney is in full negligee, not a bikini.
And Natalie gave herself her own tie over.
Yes, she did. So many
After
highlights.
all that, don't change my hair. She comes in and she's like transformed.
Tiana, Allison, and Mina come in, and this is when I noticed the funky grad music that's been playing.
Yeah.
So, in addition to everything that's low rent about this show, these women were not told where to stand.
Oh, no.
No!
Because it really seems like, from watching Tiana, that she thought each one of them was going to stand on their own, take the robe off, and move to the side.
Which would make sense.
It would make sense.
I will say, they did do that one fix of not making them all come out one by one in a row and then immediately fall to chaos, but then didn't go the one extra step
of telling them where
marks.
to go.
I did like that Tiana and Allison have fun, like, playing with each other, struggling to get their robes off, and they're just, like, kicking it to the floor while Amina's like, I'm trying to model. I'm still in this in my head.
Who picked Allison's bathing suit?
The same person that picked Allison's bathing suit the first time.
This
Mr.
is...
J.
You know, okay, every so often, a sci-fi writer, a man, tries to make a horny character that's, like, got more sets of boobs. like 6 sets of boobs. That's what Allison's bikini looked like, because it was like more little bikinis all the way
She doesn't
down.
have a large chest, so it looks like they're having to cover stuff.
Yeah.
It was just
And this is when you realize
New theme.
12 people have appeared.
4 sets of 3.
So
Top model math, indeed.
who didn't you hear?
It took me a while to figure it out.
It did actually for me too.
Me
which
too.
is
I
kinda
was just
funny.
like, sensory overload.
Yeah.
Sandra.
Or
Will be mentioned later. And I can't wait to get to it. We gotta save it. But it's just not there. And she's one of the highlights of the cycle. And you'd want to talk to her.
Nobody mentions it.
it.
There's no throwaway, and Sandra couldn't be here.
Yeah. We wish she could be here, but she's off doing
Well,
this.
they did that last time where they were like, but they're pregnant or whatever. it was.
Yeah.
She's early decision in the school of life.
So we're told that we're going to do superlatives where the girls voted. And
In
then
keeping with the graduation theme, I wanted to give the girls the chance to do their own yearbook-style voting on each other with categories that they wrote.
Yeah, that the audience then guesses. They just start screaming the answer.
And what's funny to me is every single one of these has a very clear winner except for one where the audience is very split. And that is very telling to me, and Tyra can't cover it up.
Nope.
So, most banging body.
Because these aren't your regular categories, like compliments about how successful you could be.
I'm not your regular mom, I'm your cool mom. So,
Did either of you get a superlative?
Yeah.
What'd you get?
Most likely to be a model.
Stop it.
Swear to God.
I got...
Swear to... And my
Alexander
prize was a hand mirror.
Hat Price. How is this the first time that this has come up?
Oh my gosh, I got most likely to succeed. Ours weren't like fun like that.
Yeah.
Ours were all like most athletic, most this,
boo.
most... They were all like... They took them very seriously.
Ours were not serious.
Yeah.
We didn't do superlatives. We gave out awards, but we didn't do superlatives. I did take pride one year in winning the religion prize as one of like the only
Ooh.
Jews at a Methodist school.
I
expect nothing
love
less.
that. Guys, award winners all
Oh.
on Podleadum. The
So-
most banging body, Amina.
And these are just so we can
And
talk to
Tyra
them.
actually told her that on Top Model.
Oh, okay. We don't have to really get into this, but at the end, under her breath, Tyra goes...
Oh, we do need to get into this.
I'm
Tyra
okay
goes-
with getting into this.
Goes, nice broad shoulders.
After all these compliments, a pretty boring but normal interview.
Very nice. Nice broad shoulders.
But it's like thrown away.
Are you assessing her for market?
Okay, beyond this, we get a Tyron for the ages.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Because every contestant gets the same Tyron. Where the Tyron says their first name, Amina, and she's the first one you see this, and then the Tyron is appeared in Cycle 12 of America's Next Top Model. Not even finalists for Amina, but also, yeah, of course they all appeared in it. It's a reunion for the show.
The most technical of truths.
And some awful top model math where Tyra explains how many dimples on her butt she has. She's like, you guys have 1, 2,
Two?
I got all of them.
count. You guess. 74.
Next, we have fiercest personal style.
London.
London, Celia?
I heard Celia. And some Londons, but I heard Celia.
I love that London got some credit for having pretty good style, despite the fact that Paulina would not let her wear the short.
I would like to call out the fabric of Celia's bikini. Not the cut, because there isn't much of it.
No.
But from what we can see of the fabric, it's pretty.
It's a pretty color for sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
In the clip package, they're like, Celia, look at all the fabulous things that she brought. One of them was not from her wardrobe.
It's the thing
Switch
she
it
won.
up with some gold sequins.
You know, that thing you made fun of her for?
She always strikes a perfect pose, and they literally show her walking away. Also, Celia did not know this clip package was coming, because when they throw to it, you hear Celia go, oh, real low, which is hilarious.
She also is clearly playfully threatening to stab someone. And
Oh, God. This.
you would think, I don't think it. Part of me wanted to think, Tyra's been doing this for a couple of years at this point, right? At least her segueing skills should have improved a little. I know that there's a reason, though, why you actually are so fashionable. It starts kind of from being a teen, right? And having some insecurities. Was this written on your little card?
We know this is how she interviews, though. She just tells you what to say, and then you go, you either are Barack Obama and you go, no, that's not true. Or you do what Celia says and say, oh, yeah, I had bad skin, and that's why?
Well, and I like this. And again, this would have been an interesting thing to have on the show proper, where because she had bad skin, she used fashion and clothing as a way to
Masking.
theoretically distract from it, as she said. And that's
And
interesting.
Every time they get to an interesting or emotional answer from one of these contestants, this is how it goes every time. I really wanted to distract from my face. So the next category, every time.
And this next category is wild.
I also didn't understand it.
didn't
Like, even what they were
either.
going for.
So, most likely to be in a Twilight movie.
And I was like, Natalie?
The one that looks plausible?
An acting?
London?
Who won the acting challenge?
London? I wish for every category there was a couple people going, London!
London stands. It's Allison because blood.
Which this was
This is where you
4
knew they
minutes
didn't vote.
in an audition episode.
Yeah.
It never came up again.
Okay, the weirdness, though, is they show that clip from that audition, and they take out all the sound, meaning like all the music.
It was so weird.
Did you not notice this, Hannah?
I didn't.
Oh, yeah.
It
there
is
was
like it's in a
silence.
vacuum.
So it makes it even weirder without the like.
I was distracted by just thinking that Allison was really funny when she's like jealous.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, yeah, that was hilarious.
And it's kind of funnier without the music making her try to
Seem weird.
stupid. Yeah.
And then how was it an insult when she
drew a picture of
drew a
Tyra.
picture of Tyra?
Oh my god.
Tyra is so confused by this. Tyra's never
How
met one
is
person
this
who's
possibly a picture of Tyra?
Well,
not.
okay, that's because I don't think it was a picture she drew because we saw it in the recap that the actual picture, and it doesn't look like the picture we see in this episode.
So was that picture maybe not available? And then
Yeah,
Allison
probably.
was just like, I don't know, this one? This has a big forehead too.
What's my conspiracy theory? Contestants are only allowed to draw pictures of Tyra.
That's why they're like, JL, Renee, get out of here.
Okay, but there is an amazing moment.
Allison forever is a troll.
I
Yes,
love
oh my God, it's
this.
so good.
Because Tyra's like, I guess you wanted to punch me in the face. And Allison goes, that would be cheating.
Punching in the face. And what is great is that Natalie is behind her laughing her butt off. And you know all the other girls understand that that's a joke and that's a thing. Tyra does not get it.
No.
There's also the most subtle of reads. Because Tyra says, I couldn't tell if you were complimenting me or insulting me. And Allison goes, it's definitely more complimentary than insulting.
Troll.
How did Allison become an all-star? How did Tyra let this happen?
And then we see a definitely not photoshopped,
Oh,
very real
My
picture
God.
of Robert Pattinson and Tyra, which definitely happened.
I mean, I believe that she took that picture
Not with him,
new for the moment.
but it was not with Robert Pattinson.
How, in describing that picture, do you say that he's trying to taste her blood?
It looks like he's smelling her neck.
Yes.
Yeah, that's not taste. That's
No.
a different sense.
And almost in order to smokescreen the photoshoppiness of that photo, they just throw Allison's face from the color
Oh my
fart
God.
episode on top of Tyra, and then Tyra says, "Oh yeah, hot pink blood."
Does Tyra think blood is hot pink?
She's only ever played
With
Danganronpa.
Danganronpa. There's a video game where all the blood's hot pink for no reason. Okay, so here's the thing. I would have been okay. I'm shivering. I would have been okay if they had thrown that up real quick. Ha ha ha. That's so stupid. Cut to commercial. But Tyra drags it out and makes everyone react to the poorly photoshopped Allison and Robert Pattinson photo.
And then acts like she is in communication.
Caps it, little cap.
not only in communication, that he has a special message for Allison.
That message, hello, darling.
And of course, Allison literally goes, okay, out loud, because
really-
what is she to do?
If there was one lie that I could pick to be true about this episode, it would be that Robert Pattinson is an Allison stan.
Okay, now I have a question for y'all. When you saw this picture,
This picture?
did you think they were making like a new collage?
Yes,
And were you sad that the actual answer is even stupider?
yes.
These pictures.
So they took pictures of everybody, and eventually you'll get a sort of full group shot, but
Not
Barely.
really.
But all of these have You remember old cartoons because they would create commercial breaks and they'd be like, Jim and the Holograms will be right back. And there was these like bumpers. That's what it felt like they made. Yeah, it felt like that's what they made, but they made photo collage commercial bumpers.
Tyra really is into Pepper Ann. And
yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
I get that. That's why we'll have our winner for next cycle.
Welcome to our ugly home.
Reddit is back for a historically hideous season.
It's our 100th ugly house. This place is mayhem. That is impressive.
And if these walls could talk,
Do you cry a lot?
I do.
they'd have a lot to say.
What in God's name is this pit?
Don't get too close.
You know, if you see the show, I'm scared of that.
Ugliest House in America season premiere Wednesday at 8 on HGTV.
This episode is brought to you by Dead Man's Wire, the new film from Roquet Entertainment. Dead Man's Wire is the incredible true story of the 1977 kidnapping that turned an aspiring entrepreneur into an outlaw folk hero. Directed by legendary filmmaker Gus Van Sant, Dead Man's Wire stars Bill Skarsgård, Dacre Montgomery, Carrie Elways, and Myha'la, with Coleman Domingo and Al Pacino. In select theaters January 9th, everywhere January 16th.
I had that dream again. My small business needs to hire, but I don't use LinkedIn, and I hire wrong. So then I'm doing IT, and when I go to plug the servers in, they become sentient, and they won't let us access our network unless we forward their chain emails and memes to more and more and more people, and then I wake up.
Don't let hiring nightmares ruin your dreams. LinkedIn Jobs' new AI assistant finds and invites best fit candidates to apply, so you can discover talent you may have missed. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/quality. Start hiring today with LinkedIn.
Most likely to be a guest on Guess My Race episode. And I just wrote the note, chaos.
Oh my god. I need
Tyra advertises an episode of her show.
Multiple episodes.
Within. Also, what?
Guys, I didn't watch the Tyra show, so I don't know. So maybe listeners, this is a great time to answer the poll below. If you watched the Tyra show, was this a recurring segment? Was Guess My Race a recurring segment?
I can't.
Yes, no, and excuse me?
The fact that
Because of the options we'll provide.
that phrase exists. I don't...
And there are so many ways to introduce faux back to the conversation.
When the audience was yelling faux, it sounded to me like they were saying, no.
No.
This is where
London.
This is where I need to interject, and I did not captions crunch this whole thing because YouTube captions are wild. Y'all.
Oh, sure.
Wild. But
sure.
I do have to share my favorite because the two-word phrase for faux in YouTube captioning becomes faux fur.
They're like, you must mean this, right?
Truly wild. A whole secondary experience.
Faux's face when Tyra said that she had never heard the term Blaxican before is like, you're a liar.
She literally goes, really? Out loud.
Well, what would you do if someone said to you, you coined yourself a very funny term?
And Faux's like, that term was out there.
Okay,
Did I coin that?
And then she pulls a London and makes up a fucking lie about
I love
her
it.
and her brother.
You can tell that she's waiting for Tyra to stop her.
Okay, let's see if the two of you can do a call and response if you remember this moment. I want to see if you can do it. I'll do the first two lines of it. Whew. Okay. I'm here. Oh, whew. Have you met your real father? Yes, I have.
Our next category.
She asks a deeply personal question, gets an answer, the audience applauds that she met her father, and then she hard cuts to the next category.
And then,
This is the Willy Wonka roller coaster boat.
so who's most likely to bring a Bible on a date?
Oh my God.
And London said, fuck.
Here we go.
she has to do her own fucking segment, Woman on the Street bitch.
She's the Cassandra of this, who gets her own town walkabout.
But Tyra just won't talk to her in person. Like,
it's weird.
Yeah,
right?
they do a full segment.
It's weird.
And then there's not even, hey, London, that looked fun. Good for you. Nothing.
No. London showed up at the studio. They said, hey, go tell people about God. And she's like, oh, damn it. And then she got to the studio, and they're like, bikini. And she was like, are you kidding me? When that person on the street said, like, have you accepted Jesus into your heart or whatever is your savior? And they said no. And she went, oh, thank God. Like, in her head, she was like,
Tyra does an amazing cell phone in her narration of London's segment.
Oh.
Just like on Top Model, Miss London manages to take the good and the bad with a smile.
Yikes. Because she smizes naturally.
At least London fixed her own hair.
True.
Oh, yeah.
It looks so much better.
So much better.
Most likely to be mistaken for a gossip girl.
No. Because the animated card says, most likely to be mistaken as a gossip girl.
Just the Kristen Bell part. She has to be Gossip Girl herself.
So I know that I've posited that Tyra is super into Gossip Girl, but it is clear that she has never seen an episode. And I just wish someone had been like, hey, Tyra, can you summarize Gossip Girl? And she's like, well, there's this group of Gossip Girls.
They're in Gossip City, which we all know is what New York City's nickname.
They're like the Rockefellers.
The Googlies.
This is so funny.
Also, the audience is done.
Oh, the audience is done. And also Natalie is like, yeah, I'm not going to play along.
I hate this.
I'm not going to play along.
I most likely to be mistaken as a Gossip Girl is poetry.
Is it as much poetry as this sentence? One thing people don't know about you is that you have a disorder.
Okay. I don't think Natalie is being London and lying about this.
I don't think she's lying.
But I do think this story was a story about Natalie wanting to get out of a ticket instead of that she's having a panic attack.
Well, the best part, so she is a hypochondriac.
The other day you were driving or something? Tell me about that.
Where? Not in New York, I'm sure.
So, and she talks about hypochondria, and I do like that they say, like, look, we all joke about this, but this is a real thing that people deal with, and again, this would have really humanized Natalie in some way on the show.
We never talked about this on the show, but...
You just were always sleeping.
Yeah, and so what's so funny about it is at the end, Tyra asks, well, did you ever have these panic attacks on Top Model? Yeah. Her instant response.
And then Tyra's
it was a very high-stress situation.
And she was like, Celia gave me a back massage one time. Again, all things that could have humanized Celia and Natalie.
So we're introduced to someone who I don't know how to pronounce her name.
Because Tyra doesn't.
Because Tyra doesn't. Her Tyron says, what I would pronounce as Kenya Knight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who Tyra calls Kenya.
Here.
Yeah. There is some Kenya at some point.
Yeah. I assume her name is Kenya.
Yeah. We'll go with Kenya for the purposes of this podcast. Apologies to Miss Knight if we are incorrect. From New Model Management.
President of New Model Management.
Yeah.
Does Kenya get to talk? No, ma'am.
She gets to compliment Tyra.
Yeah.
That's all the talking needed.
And she currently represents Cycle 5 winner Nicole and runner-up
Tyra shades.
I know. And then Chantal from Cycle 9.
Tyra's like, yes, Nicole decided to go with a different model management company after
her contract was up. So, and Kenya's like, Anyway, gonna snatch up 2 more by the end of this episode because...
So we're led to believe.
Well, because apparently this is their version of the game within a game. Because there was just next new model management happening at the same time.
Then we get a scene or the box art for a lesbian threesome porn with the London, Tiana, and Courtney photo.
Oh, I thought that was Natalie. Blurry
blurry.
YouTube filter, y'all.
I thought I saw the negligee of Courtney.
Fair enough.
But it very much could have been
regardless.
Natalie.
Regardless, revenge movie poster.
I mean,
it's the X-rated Win a Date with Tad Hamilton.
Good reference.
Yep,
Yeah.
I saw that in the theater.
Ooh,
well,
good reference. Sad story.
all the
That's my bio, JW.
Twitter bio.
Good reference. Sad story.
All of this episode, though, has been a preamble to the new protagonist of the episode. Because then we just start speaking to Talia with zero superlative.
The rest of them could have just left.
Yeah. Bye, everyone.
But though Talia is the protagonist, Tyra keeps cutting her off.
Also, this deep breath that Talia takes when Tyra first says her name, you can hear it go, here we go.
Yeah, I don't even know if you can call Talia the protagonist, because it just becomes an episode about how amazing Tyra was to feature Talia.
That's true.
That is true.
She's the direct object in the sentence.
She's the Maltese Falcon.
Yeah.
She's the flippin' MacGuffin.
Yeah.
So...
This becomes a different show right now, y'all. If you haven't seen this becomes a one-on-one segment.
For like half the episode.
Yeah. And it's about burn survivors and also military personnel.
And, hey, Devin.
And
a totally normal call-out that Tyra does to her brother. That she definitely speaks to all the time.
And, like, all these people seem pretty great and brave to talk about this stuff, but it's also just
its own episode.
No longer a Cycle 12 reunion.
Also, if you're gonna move into a Wounded Warriors segment,
Yeah.
to not talk about the program comprehensively or where people can get more information about it, to use it once again as a prop to make you look good.
Yeah, well, it's also because Talia is definitely not a Wounded Warrior.
No.
So she seems uncomfortable too.
She seems uncomfortable this entire time being used like this. There is something that's really funny about this, is that once some people are introduced, some additional guests, Tyra talks about, again, her bragging on herself, how top model's being used to represent people, and then she says another great sentence. It's important for me to represent even someone like Natalie. And she meant hypochondria, but Natalie said they're like, even?
I know. But even before that, she said that people have different facial expressions.
You know, like someone with Natalie,
minority
who has straight
groups.
face. The other thing, we have given so much credit to the show for using Talia's language about herself.
Mm-hmm.
Burn survivor.
Yeah.
When they have the Tyron for Brigadier General Masiello, it says, wrote to Tyra to thank her for having a burn victim on Top Model.
Oof, that was so bad.
This whole segment where Tyra talks about other people telling Tyra how great she is and then bringing them on in person to tell her to her face how great she is in front of an audience is the worst look.
Yeah.
Also, this was like a military officer. That Tyron didn't need to say anything.
Nope.
But that.
Yeah, just her rank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We meet two people who, a Tyron and Tyra are having a fight over one of their names. Because Tyra definitely says Teresa, and it says Therese in the Tyron. So who can say?
It also could be Therese.
Yep. And Allie, who are two people who are ultimately going to do a photo shoot that seems like it's not originally supposed to be with Talia, and Talia's just coaching them, but the actual eventual picture is with her.
Also was told that they were only going to be wearing a sheet.
Yeah.
It looks like a robe.
A thing that, blows in the breeze of a thing. We needed to speak to a mental health professional about this segment.
Yeah.
Especially Allie, I think, seemed really uncomfortable.
Yeah. And there's also something to be said for you can feel beautiful and not want to take pictures of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Or not be naked.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, Allie doesn't seem like she likes that Talia was on the show. She says some things that were basically like, no offense, but I was like, she's crazy. Why is she doing this? And she kept talking about her in a way that I'm like, does Allie want to be here and do this?
She's just
I appreciated
Teresa's
the
friend.
perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Well, and
It's
it
just
was
the
nice
show
to
was-
see someone talking to Talia and saying, I have the most respect for you for doing this because you did the
That's-
hard thing by being on this show.
Yeah, it felt like both, especially Allie, but the both of them were trying really hard to connect with Talia and trying their best to ignore Tyra.
And then in the middle of that,
whoosh!
Tyra asking if it meant something to see how far Talia got with America's Next Top Model and would have gotten farther if her confidence was higher in the competition.
Shade of confidence.
How? What?
And she asked it to, I think, Allie, as if, what did it mean to you
To see her get
to
kicked off
see
the show.
Talia do well? And she could have even done better if she had been more confident.
Mm-hmm.
What? How mean!
I wanted her to win. She didn't want her to win.
And because...
And just set up the photo.
Hold on. The theme of this... Because we get a interstitial.
Sure.
This is, just like the regular season, the only solo shot.
Is Talia. Okay. But Talia will get her own group shot later, so don't worry. So they set this up by Tyra speaking to both of them and saying, meaning, I'm going to say Therese.
Sure.
Because
Therese.
yeah. I trust the Tyra more than Tyra. Therese and Allie. And Tyra goes, well, I'm going to ask you to do it today. And both of them are like, do what? Oh, we're going to take a photo shoot.
Well, and then Allie immediately starts crying.
Yep.
And
while being forced to walk on stage.
No one comforts her.
Nope.
They're just like, yep, you're go backstage. Yeah, chop chop.
Time is money.
Don't mess with another girl's money.
It was, and also this transitions to one of the dumbest things they'll ever do, but also the only thing I wanted out of the reunion.
Yeah, I can't say that I wasn't entertained by this portion of the episode.
Bianca is a narrator of Into the Woods or something, and says the phrase...
No, she's Dame Helen Mirren.
Yeah. Oh, sure.
Mm-hmm.
But she says the sentence in our first piece as though what we're about to see is art.
And Alexander, it is.
No, this is some Jimmy Fallon bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
The Senior Moments Theater players. Could we have maybe gotten a little bit more diversity? Go to another senior center that maybe has people of different backgrounds and ethnicities to portray.
I will say, you have to give it up.
For the wigs?
For the man who plays Tyra.
That Harvey Fierstein.
That resonant voice.
Oh, my
I want him to play Tyra in the show.
I mean,
he was there for this, too.
He was the one that wanted to play.
He really
no one
committed.
Else wanted to play.
There was like one
There's
other.
some mixed results from the other act.
When they did, you two stand before me, and the two people are sitting.
They're old, Alexander.
That man was standing. Tyra was standing.
Do you question their commitment to this piece?
Oh, wait, I feel like we did set this up. So, we're just watching footage of people from the Valley Senior Center, I think that's got a shout out later.
It was called the Village.
The Village.
At 46th and 10th.
Not the Villages, the terrible, horrible senior center in Florida.
No. And they have paper signs around their neck.
Oh my god.
That say stuff like Tyra Banks.
And paper signs hanging on the backdrop curtain that say things like kitchen.
Salon. And then at one point, they forgot that Sandra was in one of the scenes because it's not printed out. So in marker, they write Sandra, but wait, they spell Sandra wrong. Sondra. Because it's Sandra. Hilarious. And they literally just have scripts that they're reading. And they,
to varying degrees of success,
just do the scene.
To your point, JW, that wig they plopped on for Celia was
delicious.
No one corrected Tyra from the previous episode because she says outer body experience again.
I love it. It's all so dumb.
Then they do this thing where they talk about, because one of the scenes they do is the Celia confrontation, and then afterwards, Tyra's still upset about this. Yeah. Remakes Celia apologize, and Celia finally shoots back a little bit, and I appreciate it because there's this whole, well, like I said, don't do it when you're messing with someone's money. And Celia's like, well, it's kind of like she was messing with my money. And Tyra's like, you know what? Fair enough.
And this is how all you need to do to defeat Tyra is repeat Tyra back to Tyra.
Yep.
Preach Tyra to Tyra.
Like, I say, never mess with another girl's money. Well, to me, she was messing with my money. That is brilliant. Where did you hear that? Yes, Celia.
Where did you hear that? Sounds so wise. We were all rooting for you. How dare you? How dare you? Oh, I was rooting for you? Me was rooting for us?
The thing they make Bianca say for the third piece. The actions and emotions that arise when a young model suddenly finds the courage to stand up for her convictions and in this process disrupts the harmony of the top model house. And y'all, if I ever go back to an in-person improv show and they ask for suggestions, I'm going to stand up and yell that entire thing.
You know who was strategically removed from this fight scene? Tiana.
I also noticed that. She's strategically removed
Allison was silently sitting there.
They just put a huge headband.
But also, Tiana was strategically removed from the entire reunion.
We didn't speak to her at all.
We didn't hear one sentence from her.
She's a finalist.
She's the winner.
we don't know that yet.
But still, you'd think she'd get equal time.
How did these girls not come up with most likely to not be standing in a wind tunnel, but fool you into thinking that she is?
Yes.
So when we come back to show proper, we are back to Talia because clearly Tyra has noticed something in the moment.
You think it's in the moment?
Yes, because that stroller is thrown together. That is someone's actual stroller that is now out of a stroller.
They had to wipe the crumbs out of it.
And they just threw stuff in it.
Wow, Alexander, this might be the first time in a long time we've had a legit conspiracy theory.
Yeah. Because Tyra says, Talia, I've noticed you keep touching.
Been holding your tummy this whole time.
Holding your tummy this whole time. Number one, because they're in fucking
bikinis.
But Talia says, me and my boyfriend have been trying to get pregnant, and we are.
You are giving it so much more context. She says, I just so happen to be pregnant.
Just so happen.
And does Tyra talk about the children growing up too fast? Nope. She brings out a thrown together prize of a stroller and things.
Brings out is generous. A cutaway shot that seems like it was filmed 5 years later and edited in. But she's like, yeah, we're going to set you up.
That's true. They don't even have the product names at that point. She says them after the commercial break.
Mm-hmm.
They had to do a little on-the-fly research.
Yes. Quick, who has babies? Bring me your clothes. Diaper bag now, or you're fired.
And to transition out of this to the final act, we get I'm just going to describe it as the drippiest full cast shot. Everyone looks terrible. And it's so white, bright light.
This is the moment, though, I realized how fucking tall Talia is at standing next to these everyday women.
Yeah.
Because normally I was like, oh, Talia's just normal size, average size compared to the people in the house.
But Allie looks tiny.
Talia's a fucking Amazon warrior.
And their individual photos, whether or not they wanted to take them, turned out pretty nice.
Fine.
Yeah,
The
the makeup looked pretty good.
Yeah. And I do think Therese seemed like she was feeling herself.
This is still, though.
She looked a lot like Georgia Fox to me.
Yeah, I can see that.
To Hannah's point earlier in this season, this is a very Queen for the Day moment.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Which, blurg.
And now they're having their Queen for a Day give these women the Queen for a Day treatment.
And Carl Grant makes a gross comment. I'm sorry. Carl Giant makes
a really
among
photographers.
Fucking gross comment about
do you have a boyfriend?
Boyfriend.
Think about your boyfriend.
But this last group shot makes it look like they're in heaven.
They died from their burns.
Fake clouds.
Their goddesses.
Wow, tied all up with a bow. Except this episode doesn't.
The way you said that. Tie it up with a bow.
Except.
Boys, do you want to tie it up with a bow?
Except this episode does not get tied up.
No, because it shunts you to the interwebs.
This entire time, I was truly actually interested in who new model management was going to select to give these random 2 contracts to. The game within a game. And Tyra's like, just kidding. You have to go to tyrashow.com.
Because it would ruin that night's episode.
Luckily, it was on Wikipedia, if Wikipedia is to be believed, and it was Fo and Allison.
Hey, makes sense from the portfolios. And then it ends only the way Tyra can end something, when she reminds us all that we're going to find out who won the cycle tonight. Except Tyra says, when I announce who will be the winner of cycle 12.
And also, there's some boyfriends on the website, too.
Boyfriends!
Oh my gosh, I've never been both more curious and less interested in interviews. Literally, Tyra just says on the website there's also going to be extended interviews with people, and also their boyfriends are here. And we learned that everyone in this cast has a boyfriend, so it's 24 interviews. Maybe Sandra's boyfriend's just there and not her.
So many uncomfortable audience close-ups, and none of them could be of the boyfriends? Imagine the Tyrant, boyfriend of someone who appeared on Cycle 12.
And if you have a boyfriend that appeared on Cycle 12, you should rate, review, and subscribe to this podcast. We love hearing your hot takes, your iced tea. You can be just like Strawberry Jam from the UK.
Ooh, delicious.
These ones don't show up on, if you're in the United States, you can't see it, but we get them, so we still see them. I love this podcast, 5 stars. As many of my fellow reviewers have pointed out, the podcast excels in 2 critical categories. It is both good and round. All 3 hosts have great chemistry.
It's our Rickroll.
It really is. You always think it's not going to contain it.
Could you imagine people being like, what the fuck is up with this good and round shit?
It's like that viewer who chaotic listened and didn't know what Tyron meant.
Yep. All 3 hosts have great chemistry, are objectively hilarious, as JW would say, and offer really insightful discussions about this bonkers reality show of yesteryear. My only quibble is that from a fashion perspective, the hosts are sometimes clueless, as illustrated by an erroneous first call-out they gave Whitney in Cycle 8 that will haunt me till my dying day. However, this is trumped by the overall entertainment value of the episodes. It turns out their laughters and jokes were humor to me.
Yay!
And you know what? Of all the people to have a quibble about, Whitney's not a bad person to choose.
And coming from Australia, Mooseby Goose says, an enjoyable podcast, 5 stars. I've been having a hard time lately. When I found this podcast, I suddenly couldn't stop laughing. Aww. I used to love this show in the very early seasons. I was 18. Thank you to the hosts and their lighthearted look at the show while tackling the serious issues. Also, as per a Cycle 3 episode, justice for beans.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for writing reviews, no matter what country you're in.
We love them all.
You can also find me anywhere at Yet Charming.
I'm on Instagram at Hannah Jane Ginsburg.
And I'm on Twitter at JW Crump.
And be sure to use the hashtag PodLeadum anytime you do so that we can see them. So for PodLeadum, I have been Alexander Price.
I'll be Hannah Jane Ginsburg.
And I'm JW Crump, who has appeared on this episode of PodLeadum.
And we'll see you on top.
PodLeadum is not endorsed by America's Next Top Model, Tyra Banks, 10x10 Entertainment, or any of their subsidiaries. It is intended for entertainment and informational purposes only. America's Next Top Model and all names, pictures, and audio clips are registered trademarks and copyrights of their respective trademark and copyright holders.